Hello, everybody, and welcome
Hello.
to another live stream. All right.
Welcome to Pandoran Hangout.
Yes. So, hey, everybody. Um, as you guys file in, this is our new series called Pandoran Hangout, where we kind of just chill. Uh, Her and I will hang out. We'll hang out with you guys and just talk Avatar. So, of course, I'm one of your co hosts, Jerry, or otherwise Discovering Pandora. And this is a new face on the channel, Robin, also known as Avatar Robin,
Hello.
and she's
Thank you
on
for having me.
Instagram. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. So yeah, this is a new face on the channel, but she's awesome. She creates great avatar content across
Thank
TikTok,
you.
Instagram, and now she's joining YouTube as well. But yeah, this will be
Yes.
our new weekly series, unless something happens. But yeah, we'll try to keep it a weekly
Yeah.
series, and yeah. So thanks for hanging out with us. And let's see who's in. Brianna Brown, hello. Train Ticket Boy, Izzy Miller, Snake Eyes,
Hi
welcome,
guys,
welcome.
welcome.
But
So I'm
okay.
I'm really excited because I'm kind of going into this blind as well. So I'm gonna have my mind blown.
Oh yes, because in this one we're gonna do further deep dive into like Avatar 3 and everything we know
Hmm.
combined, because we've discussed recently on this channel on the previous live streams, everything from D23 that was released over the past couple weeks. But now we're going to combine that with everything we've known even from before, maybe some things some of you guys haven't even heard before, some of the leaked script pages, some of the leaked blurry images. We'll kind of combine everything, and she hasn't seen a lot of this, so this will,
You're
you
gonna
know
catch my live reaction.
yeah, so
It's gonna be
it
really
should be
interesting.
really cool. Yeah, we'll just kind of hang out and go through all that, and it should be fun. We'll just
Yeah,
have a
I'm
fun little
excited.
stream. But yeah, how are you guys doing? How's your week so far? And how about you, Robin? How are you so far? We just did
I'm
this week
good.
what, our Avatar Day live stream, right? We did a group one with
Yeah,
Avatar
like 3 days
Guy.
ago.
Yeah, that one was fun. So yeah, it's been
That
a
was
pretty
fun.
fun
We should
week
do that more
already.
often as well.
Yeah, definitely. We'll for sure have another big panel live stream probably in December for like the 2 year anniversary of the Way of
Oh yeah,
Water.
for sure.
So that should be fun as well. But yeah, uh, let's uh, let's see here. So obviously during D23 we got the images you guys have seen before, but I think everything we're gonna go through today might recontextualize, for example, this image here. I think
Hmm.
we'll learn some new stuff that'll recontextualize this one as well as this one. So mostly Ash clan or Ash people focused. um
Hmm.
we haven't really heard a lot of the Wind Traders before, but these two images right here, I think we can combine these with everything else we're going to learn today, and let's see what we kind of get out of it, and we can decipher, what's going to happen for at least some of Avatar 3. So should be pretty fun.
Yeah, we can really do a deep dive.
Yeah, we'll take our time. We're not rushing, so it's good. And obviously there's like way more stuff that we can get into that we could probably even fit in 2 hours. So, but that's what other
Hmm.
following streams are for. So we're here for the long haul.
Yeah.
But all right, everybody, let's how many of you guys remember when the digital version of Avatar the Way of Water first dropped? For the first couple of days, if you watch the special features, with eagle eyes, there was this one shot that showed this table like that, this picture right here, with some script pages,
I can't
uh,
believe they put that
and
in.
obviously, yeah, you would have assumed, oh, this is just Avatar 2 related because I'm watching the special features of
Right.
Avatar 2. But I mean, we gotta put ourselves in their shoes. I'm sure some of this was oversight on whoever put these features together. I'm sure it's hard when you're kind of dealing with two movies at the same time to really vet like everything that you're showing at all times and make sure that none of it
Especially with the overlap in filming as well.
Yes, exactly. So I'm sure it's difficult to put those special features together when you're like, okay, wait, what was what? You know, and especially pages like this, unless you really focus in and read them, which they maybe assumed we weren't gonna do, but obviously we're kind of like crazy Avatar fans, and we did. At least other people did.
Known that we were gonna do this.
So I didn't, you know, I didn't have the time to do this, but other people did, and we'll. Yes, we are gonna read it, and yes, this is for Avatar 3: Brianna Brown. So we're kind of gonna go through all these pages. I think there's like 4 or 5 pages here that we're going to go through. And other people in the community have, at the time, they transcribed them. So they really zoomed in, you know, they cleared it up as much as they could. Obviously, there's some words that are missing. So we're going to have to kind of like, you know, solve a little puzzle to really figure out what's going on. But I thought, let's do that. Let's go through these script pages. And, because... well, people are like, oh, well, they got to be fake, right? I mean, they wouldn't put them in there. That's a pretty big oversight. Well, as soon as they found out, they started seeing that people online were discussing them and discovered them. They ended up blurring the images. So they went in.
So that's an admission of that it is something.
Yes, that's exactly it. I mean, why would you then go back in if it's fake? To make sure that on these digital versions you blurred everything out. And they're lucky that they didn't release the digital and physical at the same time, because then there's no way you could have recalled, you know, as soon as you bought the physical one, you would have had it forever. So they released, I think, the physical a month later. So by the time the physical version came out,
lucky.
These are all blurred. So like a lot of stuff we're going to see today, you can't see it anymore. If you watch your special features and you come to this thing, these pages are all blurred. Some monitors are blurred. So, but we got it all today. So let's go through it. All right. So let's start with the first couple pages, and I'll take my time because sometimes, you know, you're missing some words, so it's hard to figure out what's happening. But yeah, these first 2 pages were transcribed by HDK759 on Reddit. So let's go through these right here. Okay, so you have Jake saying, yeah, you got to teach him about honor, being a man. And then Quaritch gazing at Spider. So obviously they're around Spider. You must have done something right. He's a good kid. And Jake says he's a great kid. They both watch Spider breathing deep and slow in sleep. 2 fathers along beat, forest sounds. So that's already interesting right off the bat. We have a scene already where we're going to have, people that were trying to kill each other at the end of Avatar 2, wherever this scene takes place in the movie, they're, you know, standing right next to each other and watching Spider sleep. So that's like, wait, what's going on? All right. So then Quaritch says, look, we're not going to start taking long walks together. I'm still bringing you in. Dead if I have to. Semper Fi, ain't going to cut it. You got that military talk like always. Okay. And then, so Jake says, all this time you've been out here and you still don't get it. This world goes much deeper than you can imagine. And then he points to Spider. You witnessed it tonight. This resonates with Quaritch, but he's not about to admit it. So what did he witness tonight? I think the rest of this is going to give us the clues, but it's like, I'm already like, dude, what's going on already? This is crazy. All right. Oh, AB James, if you're just tuning in. So what we're doing right now is we're taking everything we know from Avatar 3, the new concept art from D23, and now we're looking back at leaked script pages that came out during the special features of Avatar 2 that now are blurred. So now on your physical copy, on your digital copy, these pages are blurred, but we're reading the transcribed version that fans kind of zoomed in on these pages and deciphered. And these are obviously script pages from Avatar 3. So that's what we're doing. So let's continue here. Quaritch says, doesn't matter what color I am, Jake. I still remember what team I'm playing for. Jake says, you got new eyes, Colonel. All you need to do is open them. But Quaritch closes his eyes.
Of course he does.
Going to sleep, hand on his knife. Oh, man, that's cool. Time cut. Dawn blazes through the trees. Cut to Jake, asleep. Now he wakes quickly to the sound of a screeching Ekron. And then this person couldn't read the last few lines on this page. So some of these things, if the words were cut off or they really couldn't decipher what they were, we'll see throughout that it'll either say text covered or I couldn't really read what this was. So
right,
that's what we got to deal with. Jake is pulling Spider to his feet as Ekron, text covered, over the clearing, the flop flop of wings, text covered.
Okay, something's happening.
Yeah, so it seems like some other people are arriving to them. Says Varu shouts a greeting as he flares to a landing. And Varu, for anybody who doesn't know, it's not a new character. This was the first name that they had for Tarsem. He was the one that took over from Jake to lead the Ometekaya. So basically, this is the new... So he's the new leader of the Ometekaya. So he's one of the people arriving on a Ekron. So
interesting. Okay.
Let's see. Warriors are pouring in behind him. Jake continues. It's okay. They're ours. He turns to Quaritch, but Quaritch is gone. Text covered. The forest. Jake scans the woods, then turns as text covered. Avatar Norm dismounts, so it looks like Norm has arrived as well on an Ekron in his avatar body. Jake grins at his old friend, or he could have arrived on a dire horse, because I don't think we ever saw him ride an Ekron, so maybe a dire horse like he did in the first movie. He sees Neytiri sliding weakly from her Ekron, so it seems like she's injured. Jake and the kids rush to her. He's shocked at her, text covered, the blood-stained bandages. He takes her in a gentle, text covered, probably embrace, shaking with emotions, deep relief, love beyond, text covered, I don't know, compare. Neytiri, Jesus, yeah, I'm even having to strain my eyes. Neytiri kneels, hug. I'm like, oh my God, I have to decipher this one. Neytiri kneels, hugging and kissing the kids. Spider, text covered, out. Jake pulls him under his arm. Hugging and kissing the kids. I think she hugs the other kids and kisses the other kids except Spider. So Jake pulls him under his arm. So I think she's still like, yeah, forget this kid. So she's still not over it. Hold on, Jake. As tears well in his eyes. Oh, so the camera's going to hold on Jake as tears well in his eyes. The long night of terror and miracles is over. So now we got the word miracle combined with earlier, like you witnessed it tonight. So they witnessed some type of miracle. Okay.
To do with Spider.
Yeah, Norm gapes at Spider, breathing without a mask. WTF. And Spider just shrugs and he's like, I'm good on the whole air thing.
Of course he does.
Yeah. And anybody tuning in throughout like the other platforms like Twitter and even the other YouTube, just you can comment as well on the Twitter, and we'll see it here in the chat as well, just so you know. All right, so okay, so Spider now can breathe. I'm assuming that's the miracle that was performed. So now he can breathe Pandoran air without the mask. Now we're at the exterior inside of the High Camp Grotto. That's where, we saw them. They lived at the beginning of the second movie. Slow motion, many Ekrons landing. Avatars and Ometikaya villagers run to greet the Solis and returning warriors. And then she hops down and runs to Moat, her grandmother and Sahik of the Ometikaya. They collide in a deep hug. And if everybody remembers, if you watch the special features, we have seen where Took runs up to Moat and she hugs her. I clearly remember that from the special features, so I guess that's this scene, because we didn't see that scene in the second movie. So
interesting. Okay.
Okay, now exterior of Bridgehead. Obviously, that's that big, like little city or whatever that they were building. Beta Bridge. So whatever Beta Bridge is, Quaritch and Wainfleet, muddy, scraped, and bleeding, fly through drizzling rain past an ominous structure in the harbor, an oil rig crossed with a nuclear reactor. That's probably the Beta Ridge. So maybe so I guess that's some kind of new, whatever the heck this is. The Beta Bridge, a siren echoes across the city. A brilliant flash bursts from the structure, followed by a concussion like thunder. An acoustic shockwave arcs out across the bay. And Wainfleet touches his comms and tells Quaritch, looks like they got that thing working.
That sounds like something from the Frontiers.
Yeah, right? So
something really similar.
So they're introducing something new inside of Bridgehead. Maybe it's this thing called Beta Bridge, unless that's a location. Maybe there's just like a big bridge that they call Beta Bridge, but they're looking at something that they just. That's a lot, just in 2 pages. I think that's already a lot. I gotta take a breath. I gotta take a spider breath. Yeah, I'm gonna take a sip of water here. So what do you think so far? And then also in the chat, what do you guys think? Let us know. But Robin, so far, and we got like 3 more pages to go.
Oh my God, really? The first thing that kind of stood out to me was when Quaritch says, "I'm still bringing you in, dead if I have to."
Yeah.
That kind of makes me wonder, first of all, why are they together? Why? Obviously, there's going to be a moment at some point where they're going to find out that Quaritch is still alive.
Yeah.
And then, I was reading it.
Oh! You're right.
Wait, hold on. I can pull it up. I'll pull it up for myself.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
Right,
I got it.
Give me a second. You sure?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, so I wonder what their reaction is going to be. That obviously happens before, and what the events before are that leads them to being together. And then why is he bringing him in?
Exactly. And it still seems like bringing him into the RDA, so it still seems that at this point he kind of still is working with the RDA. So it's not completely separate from it. So because we were like, maybe he's really just gonna maybe meet up with the Ash Clan or whatever. There are some, like I said, other pages here, and maybe once we get through all the pages, maybe we could be like, it seems like these events maybe happened before these, so we can kind of chronological order. And then I did at the very end, I did with all these reveals, I listed them all, and then I listed them under the way I think they'll happen in chronological order. But obviously we can go through that and discuss that. So, but yeah, I mean, this is crazy. And then it's at this point we don't know who performed the miracle, but obviously
Kitty.
Yeah, right. That's what I would say. I was gonna say the first person that pops to mind is Kiri. So,
but also, how would that logically work? Because if Spider is able to breathe Pandoran air, Pandoran air has a very different what's it called, consistency to the stuff that we breathe here on Earth.
Yeah.
So I wonder, because they're so at making everything.
There's more to this transformation, we'll call it. So we'll get to it. We got more pages and we have more images.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm getting at as well.
so we'll get there. We'll get there.
All right, that's just a
All
good
right.
question to keep in mind.
Exactly. Um, JL Entertainment says this is amazing stuff. Yeah, like just these 2 pages is already great.
Mhm.
Brianna Brown says when Neytiri finds out Spider saved Quaritch, she will kill him. I mean,
So that's a theory that I had as well, but then I don't know
I
what to
don't think
think
she'll. I mean,
anymore.
she's gonna be really pissed for sure. For sure. I mean, we still get right here in these pages that she probably didn't go to him and hug them and kiss them. She probably just did that to the other kids, which is why Jake had to pull him under his arm. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And
But she's
yeah,
gonna
Brianna,
do something that she's gonna have to live with, though. I think. I don't know what it will be, but
yeah, because as James Cameron said, the meaning of the title, Fire and Ash, is like, your actions is like the fire, the energy, and then the ash is all the aftermath and your consequences and your
right,
grief
yeah,
and living with what you did. So we're gonna be dealing with this whole cycle of, actions and consequences and cycle of violence. But let's
yeah.
continue. Oh yeah, Brianna Brown says Kiri did it. So yeah, I agree. I think Kiri did it. Now let's continue with the next one. This is just page 3. This is just one page. They just kind of had it, thank God, a little bigger so we can read it because
Yeah.
I had to start. I was almost had to grab my other glasses. Um, all right. So in this one, page 3, credit to Akumuhoshi. Hopefully I said that right on Twitter. They transcribed this one as much as they could, obviously. So exterior and the biolab at the high camp, and we saw that in the second movie. From outside, Neytiri stares blank window of the biolab, so she probably stares through the window of the biolab. Jake, he can't stay here. Target is the never stop them.
Mhm.
I think they're staring at Spider. I think he's maybe still recuperating,
Yeah.
and Jake is probably saying he can't stay here. He's going to become a target. They're never going to stop. She says if he is so dangerous, should just kill him. Brianna Brown, where are you at? Didn't you just say that? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Well, let's just kill him. It's like, Neytiri, calm down. Yeah, Jake says, Jesus, baby. He's probably a child. Whole life he's blank back to the reef. So it's probably like,
Well,
let's
he's
just get
been
out of
with
here.
them.
Let's go back to
Yeah.
the reef. Because we're
Well,
probably in
actually,
danger.
we could also say he's been with us his whole life because he's been,
Yeah,
he was
exactly.
raised with him.
Neytiri says Taruk Makto knows nothing Jon Snow.
Nothing.
Jake says, hey, come on, it's blank. He tries to take her shoulders, blank, takes her stitches, she blank, maybe winces or something in pain. And then it just really gets illegible, like, come on, he reaches out. She's probably just in the mood. She's probably just not wanting to be, she's probably, something happened.
Did you see that thing about her having potentially like a prosthetic arm?
Oh no, I haven't seen anything on that.
Okay, keep going. I'll Google it.
Okay. Yeah, the rest of this is just exterior Tree of Souls, Moat Augustine, so something to do with Grace, which is why. But this scene isn't the Tree of Souls, so why would Grace be involved? This is kind of weird because she's in that, she's in one of the tanks back at the biolabs. So that's it for this page here. So basically, we just got Jake and Neytiri looking at most likely Spider, saying, he's going to become a target because probably now that they'll know that he can breathe Pandoran air, he's going to become like very valuable to them, most likely, and he'll become a target. Snake Eyes says, "I'm sorry I can't talk. I'm on a lawnmower." It's all good.
That's
No
great.
worries. That's awesome. No worries. We'll keep going for you. All right, let's see here. Okay, so
Okay,
the
I can't
next.
find it, so I'll find it after stream.
Okay. So on this page 4, credit to once again the Akumuhoshi on Twitter. All right, so this is a completely different scene. So now Kiri says, "You put me here for a reason. What do I supposed to do?" Probably like, "What am I supposed to do?" Blank to shake. Sure, she probably starts to shake. Her fingers clutch spasmodically. She probably just starts like kind of like maybe having the sheet. Oh my god, I can't even say it.
The seizure?
Seizures. Oh my god, I don't know why that was so difficult. So she says, "Speak to me." So she's probably trying to talk to Awa. You know, like, what's the
Right.
reason I'm here? What am I supposed to do? Contact
Hi,
and
Avatar guys.
What was that?
No, I waved back to Avatar guys.
Oh, nice. Thanks for showing up. Awesome. Yeah, so she contact and she topples. She starts convulsing. Moat pulls her Kuru free from the tree. She hugs her, and then the spasm subsides. So clearly, what we saw in the second movie, where Norm was telling Jake, you know, she better not connect again because we don't know how dangerous these are going to become.
Well, yeah, because they're writing it away as a seizure, right?
Yeah.
Even though, personally, I don't think it is.
No.
It's something to do with the Tree of Souls, or with Awa.
Exactly. That's even what.
So she gets to do it again. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And this is probably, you know, the Tree of Souls, not the same one from the Metikaina. This is because Moat's there. This is probably the one, you know, from the first movie over there with the Ometikaya. So, okay, so Tree of Souls caldera at dawn. Through trees ringing the caldera. In the blank below, the Tree of Souls is unite by daylight. Really don't know what that means. Decoration over coals, smoke curling in. She crosses to Kiri, who sits hunched in a hands her the tea. So I think it's like Moat still trying to, like, you know, get Kiri to recover, hands her some tea. So they're probably kind of like, you know, like near the Tree of Souls, and she's trying to recuperate. So Moat says, "I do not understand this. Why the Great Mother would save the boy, then deny you now." So I guess she already, you know, saying like, I guess that's confirming, you know, that she worked through Kiri to save Spider, but that now she's denying you.
That is a very interesting question, actually. Why would they do that for Spider? Why not just let him die? No, I'm serious. Like, there's obviously a reason behind it, and what's the big picture behind that?
Yeah.
I know that sounded really.
Oh my god! All right, Neytiri, Jesus, everybody, calm down. She blank with trembling hands, but when she raises, blank eyes are intense. Kiri says, so probably Kiri looks up to her and her eyes are intense. And then Kiri says, "Grandmother, Awa never came to me in the forest." Moat says, "What do you mean?" Kiri, blank at a sacred tree, there, blank, place to connect. I blank, obey me, maybe got them to obey me. I don't remember. Moat says, "You know in your heart." Kiri, "I did it myself." Maybe she just doesn't want to believe that it is Awa acting through her, you know? She maybe is just wanting to be like, "No, you know what? I did it myself." She probably wasn't involved. She kneels to Kiri and grasps her hands. And Moat says, "Tell no one this. Do you blank one?" So she's probably like, "Yeah, don't tell anybody," because not only is Spider now a target, but now you're gonna be a target too. So
Yeah, of course.
let's see. Brianna Brown says, "I can't wait for this movie." What's Avatar guy saying? It does seem almost biblical in the sense. Let me take this page off now. It does seem almost biblical in the sense of Jesus saves a bunch of people, but himself dies.
Yeah,
probably.
she does seem like some sort of Messiah figure to me.
Exactly. Or could Kiri be a threat against Awa if she actually controls the planet?
Against her?
Kiri versus Awa.
That is interesting.
Oh, that is awesome, bro. I love that he didn't take off. We still haven't all taken off our tinfoil hats from Wednesday. I love it.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
This is the perfect place for it, though.
Yeah. And guys, if anybody here didn't watch the Avatar Day stream that you could find either on the Avatar Guys channel or my channel, we're all there in a big panel, and it was tons of fun. So definitely check that out. We have a lot of crazy theories in that one. All right, so let's continue here. Elisa says hello, and Brianna Brown says interesting. So let's continue.
Kiri versus Awa. Oh my god.
you're like title of Avatar 4 confirmed. Kiri versus Awa. Oh wait, that's the same one. Okay, that all was kind of that was kind of crazy, right? This is the page 5 is the crazy. Don't read it yet. Don't read it. Close your eyes. This is the craziest one. Credit to It's Captain Marty baby on Twitter. I added the baby. Varong wills Quaritch's arm to release her. Something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We're like, okay, those were crazy. Yeah, no, this one, and this one was one I didn't even read at the time.
Wait, hold on. This is another
this is another page. Yeah. This one is, let me show you guys which one it is. It's the one at the very top left. What they did is they had to literally flip this image upside down and really try to focus in on that page. How did
they do that? That's insane.
So AI upscalers and the magnifying glasses. So shout out to It's Captain Marty. Let's go through that one, because this one,
oh my god,
I covered these pages last year and I even missed this one. So maybe nobody had transcribed that certain page right there at the time. So on my research for this video, I was like, yo, and this recontextualizes especially one of the images. Anyways, so Varong wills Quaritch's arm to release her. And something bulging as his hand opens and he drops his knife. Wainfleet takes a bead on her, but a bolo whirls at him. They mean bola, and for anybody who doesn't know, the bola is, remember what Sute threw to Jake to tie his feet up and he fell over? It's this right here.
Oh yeah.
So these are the bolas. So I'm sure one of the Ash Clan, whirls the bolas at Wainfleet. But so that's what a bola is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's continue. Entangling his head and arms, he turns him. He drops 2 with bursts. I assume it means he turns and he drops 2 of the Ash Clan with bursts from like a rifle or something. That's what I take that as. Something, and then slams into the tree next to him as something. Another bola entangles his legs, and he blank his AR. Okay, so he does have the gun. So he probably drops his AR. So now he doesn't even have. So he probably did kill 2 of the Ash Clan. He scrambles up and runs as Riku howls and swings his spear in a whistling something, maybe whistling motion or whistling whatever. So now this is another character called Riku. And then Jake is in the temple, and this is cool because I'm kind of hoping they're kind of going. There was people that theorized they might go like Aztec or Maya influence for the Ash,
Oh,
so they might have
oh,
temple.
interesting.
I'm from Aztec descent, so thank you, James Cameron, um, for giving me the evil one because I am evil. So Jake in the temple, he goes down hard and he lies still. Varang's
Mhm.
eyes seem to fill Quaritch's vision. Something glanced downward. Varang's eyes seem to fill
My
Quaritch's vision.
God.
So she's like possessing him or something. He is slammed, blank, rocked by waves of current as Varang's blank will. And then this is they highlighted. But then he meets her eyes. She's surprised as he slowly, blank, spasming hand as if against a powerful force field, blank, he grips his kuru, rips it free. I think she was grabbing
Ugh.
his kuru. I think she can. I wonder if she connected her kuru to his kuru and was like controlling him. I don't know.
Oh, because she has many of them on her necklace,
That's
no?
why I said I think this is gonna recontextualize that image. Like now that we see her with tons of kurus,
This
so
is
he
blowing my
basically,
mind.
so he was able to fight against it. So she was like overpowering him. So he rips his kuru free. He collapses, glaring up at her. Her warriors spring forward with spears thrust at him. And then the very last part is Varang takes Quaritch's hand, remembering the, and then blank. Varang says, "You are strong, Skyman. There is blank in you." A feral grin. "I will enjoy eating your heart."
Jesus, oh my God.
Yo!
All right, so what if Rang is kind of like an antichrist? Because Kitty is able to control Awa in certain aspects as well. We've seen that in the second movie too. What if
Ooh,
Varang is kind of like
you're
the
saying,
anti-Kitty?
yeah, I didn't even think of that. That maybe she kind of has her own, there's something special about her too.
This is very biblical, all of it.
This is crazy. Like I
Very
said,
angels and demons and
I didn't know any of these passages right here. So this to me is like blowing my mind.
me
And there
too.
you go. Remember we did theorize before, so if we go back to the art,
Hmm.
this could now explain why these
The Kuru necklace.
crews seem so significant, like why that's even significant here. We still don't know exactly what it could mean, but somehow she either was trying to take his crew, or she was using her own and connected it to his to try to control him or something. I have no idea what she was doing, but this is crazy.
It's insane. I'm gonna pull up more of the art as well to look. It is recontextualizing everything.
And then, and then this ain't even it, guys. These are just the pages. We got art, we have other images, so we got a lot to go through. But that is crazy, and it shows us because we were like, I wonder if we wonder if Quaritch is gonna come across the Ash Clan, if he's gonna join them. I mean, right there at the end, that kind of seemed like she was like, kind of giving him, some respect for being able to fight back. And she's like, you're a strong Skyman. And we even theorize she's a queen. She might need a king. That's
Mhm.
it could be Quaritch. But that line right there, "I will enjoy eating your heart," man, they are really taking this clan like completely in the opposite direction. This is
It's gonna be
awesome.
horrifying, which is great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. So I actually think we might have seen what this like seeing this scene on some monitors in animatics. So if you guys remember this,
Really?
in the special features as well, I don't know if it was on those. I think
Yeah,
this
we
was
see
like
Varang in the back.
I think, and then you see right there, there's Quaritch. I have other ones that zooms in, but this was like when you were looking at your screen, this is kind of what you saw. I think this was John Landau was doing something here, and it was like, some kind of behind the scenes before the Avatar 2 came out, I believe, or after, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But then people were like, wait, these images on the screens behind this guy are not scenes from Avatar 2. We haven't even seen who the heck that is. This is where we first even saw what Varang might look like, who everybody theorized, like, I think that's Varang. And she has like a headdress. You could already see it there in the images.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a closer look. So if you zoom in a bit more, there's Quaritch right next to Varang. It looks like they have other people on the ground captured. I think it looks like Spider. So you see right in the middle of them, and on the ground, that one clan member is holding two kids down. One looks like a human on the left, Spider, on his knees, and the other one.
So about the bringing in from before.
So
is that
yeah. Maybe this takes place before the first pages that we read. And this is like the conflict that they kind of like got away from, where they got the kids back. Maybe something happens to Spider here where, he gets injured or something, and Kiri has to perform that miracle in order to save him. And this is probably where we read that scene that, he kind of has this quarrel with Quaritch.
Mm-hmm.
So far, what do you guys think? Like, she probably has similar powers to Kiri.
That's what I'm thinking. How does she have
so many Kuru? I know, yeah. So Kuru, so she likes Kurus.
From who are they? Like, where does he get them?
Brianna Brown says, "What the hell is going on?" I'm asking the same thing. At this point, I need a teaser trailer. Her top is barely covered. Hey, she says, "You know what? When you got it like this, it's all good." Okay, let's continue. This is another interesting one. It was on another monitor in the background, another rough animatic. And what it looks like to people here and to me as well is that because people are saying the one right here closest to the foreground that has like some purple stuff, they're thinking that's Quaritch, because he still kind of has like military pants, if you see that. So that could
I do see that.
A Quaritch now maybe dressed like the Ash Clan people. That looks like it's either that a prisoner, like behind him, it's clearly Wainfleet. You can tell like that's big-eared Wainfleet back there. And then that's either Norm or Jake. So maybe he did bring Jake in, or maybe that's Norm. So either
I feel like it's Norm.
Okay. So it seems like somebody, man, they even gave him like an orange prisoner jumper suit. But at the time, some people were like, this is some fan art of what they thought it could look like. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool. So the source was Lear Fat. So they did that art right there. Pretty cool. So I guess that would go into the whole, maybe he does join with the Ash Clan. So
looks like it for sure.
So man, I need another drink. Hold on. It's just like, this is actually a lot of stuff. I didn't even like putting these together, but then actually now discussing it, I'm like, wow, this is like a bombardment of stuff. What do you think so far? Like, well, what's your thought process on everything so far?
I have so many questions. Like, the more that I see, the more questions I get. Like, where are they? Why are they there? Because we can kind of tell who's there, but we can't really tell where they are, as far as I know.
Yeah, that definitely does look like Bridgehead, right? That last one we were looking at.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that
But
could be the
especially
other,
the other ones. Oh my god.
right?
That last page.
Yeah, that one was nuts. Like even the miracle and the spider with the breathing air and Kiri, pretty cool. But like that last one is like, man, I really want to see this Ash Clan now.
I was gonna say, like, I really want to see Varang in action. That sounds so cool. And I'm kind of
Same.
mentally rewriting the theories that I had on Kitty and on Spider. Because there is a big picture, I think, and a big timeline.
Yeah. Brianna Brown says she thinks it's Norm in the orange.
I think so too. It's just because of the lankiness.
Yeah. All right, let's continue here. So now back to Spider a little bit. There was after the avatar. Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Never mind. I'll go. Go. Hold on.
You sure? You're gonna come back to it? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll circle back. They did an art show, I believe, either in Los Angeles. I want to say Los Angeles. If not, it's Las Vegas. But they held some kind of Avatar art show where you can go into the building and kind of look around at all these big art pieces. So they were like concept arts for like Avatar 2 and things of that sort. Once again, there seemed to have been an oversight, and people focused in on one art piece that was like, that did not happen in Avatar 2, and it pertains to Spider. I don't know if you have seen this one floating around.
I don't know.
So let's.
Oh, okay. So this was what I was gonna say. Because will we see Spider go through some sort of transformation rather than just? Yeah, because I was thinking about the consistency of the Pandoran air, and I was like, a human body would never be able to handle that. So the only logical explanation is either he gets an avatar, or he somehow becomes a hybrid? Question mark. Avatars are hybrids, I know, but just because his body is able to suddenly breathe Pandoran air, and that's shocking to the other characters, my next thought is, okay, why is it so shocking? If he was an avatar, it would not be shocking.
Yeah, that's because my theory, I had the theory that, oh, he's, my train of thought was, oh, he's eventually going to get an avatar body. Like, that's where my mind went to. Because
yeah, but it might be more than that.
Yeah, I guess it's no, they'll kind of keep him in a human body, and with this miracle that was performed on him, he kind of, like you said, goes through this human, but now he'll kind of have like a Kuru at least, and he's able to breathe the air. Who knows if the transformations will continue? But this is already pretty nuts.
It makes sense to me because James Cameron made an Alien movie as well, right?
Yes.
And in the Alien movies, you can see hybrids of very like extraterrestrials and humans. So he must have experience with that. And I could imagine he'd be inspired by it too. So I'm influenced because I saw the new Alien movie as well, and I saw this human
you're totally
alien
right.
hybrid.
At the very end, the alien human-ish hybrid,
So now I'm thinking, what if Spider, in a much more gentle sense, I hope.
Because that one was terrible. Please no.
I know. What if he will transform into some sort of hybrid somehow?
I mean, I guess that already is a little bit of a hybrid, just like growing a Kuru as it while being in a human body. That's already strange, because I'm sure that's obviously.
Avatars are already hybrids because of the 5 fingers and everything, and the eyes and the anatomy.
But it's obviously.
So how will this differ from that? More human influence, maybe?
Yeah, just because it doesn't look like his body so far is really changing besides growing a Kuru.
If you look at his nose bridge, you can kind of see that it's a little different as well. And his eyebrows. And his arms are too long for a human body.
Oh, so you're really... Oh, my...
And I think I see ears. The silence.
I don't know. Oh no. I don't know if I'm liking this, and I think you're right. I didn't really look at
So
the fact that it seems his arms, yeah, are like I'm hoping maybe it's just the perspective of the art and maybe the fact that he's underwater that it's kind of
I
making it seem like
genuinely don't think so. I think he might also, because if you read back the script, the leaked script,
uh
um, it sounds more like, because why would they be shocked if it's an avatar body, right? They wouldn't
yeah.
be shocked that he's breathing
Yeah,
air.
yeah,
So
yeah.
what if it's
Yeah,
a very
exactly.
slow process?
Process, yeah.
And it's really just it's reminding me of that Alien
Oh, I know.
movie.
I'm like, please no.
But I think obviously this would be in a much more gentle sense. And becoming Navi, Bailey, she made this Navi version of Jack Champion who plays Spider,
Yeah.
and he liked it, and I think he may have even reposted it. I'm not sure. And he gave it a lot of attention. So I don't know contextually if that was because
If
it
that
was really
means anything,
accurate.
huh?
Anything can mean something if you're theorizing.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's the space we're at now. Like, we don't know anything. We're kind of like, you know, just speculating, theorizing, just having fun. On the lead up to these movies, honestly, for me, that's the best part. It's just,
Hmm.
but like, they always say, don't let your expectation or your speculation become your expectation. So no matter
Yeah,
what we theorize, what we discuss, leave it at the door and judge the movie by what it is and not what you thought it was going to be or what you wish it is. It's like, that's when it becomes like, okay, then maybe you shouldn't be theorizing if you're like, well, it didn't do this, so now I don't like it. So
because remember James Cameron said it's everything you want but nothing you expect.
exactly, man.
So
Um, let's see. So Snake Eyes chimed in again. Careful on that lawnmower, man. He says, so confused. Brianna Brown says it's kind of scary to imagine Snake Eyes transform Spider. I guess that Spider is getting lanky, huh? It's just
yeah.
gonna be weird. I don't want it to be
So
looking like a Navi, just with like human skin color, because that would
oh
just.
my whoa.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because look, if you
No.
look at the art, he still has human skin color. Hold on, let me bring it
How
up. Bring it up.
interesting how
That's human.
interesting would that be with Courage not really being happy about being blue, but then Spider kind of being on the opposite side of that because he would not be happy about having
That's actually a
skin
great
color, I think.
point. That's a great point you just brought up. He could look. I mean, who knows if he would have these thoughts? But it's funny to think that now Quaritch is looking like and is in the body of what he hated in the first movie. We don't know if his arc is going to change,
Uh-huh.
obviously, but now his son is literally what he would like. He wished that he could have remained in his human body, but be able to breathe Pandoran air,
Yeah.
had a crew to still, connect to Pandora itself. Basically, his son will be like what his previous self, because like we said, technically, in a way, this is not the same Quaritch. It has the memories, but technically it's not the same. So, but I'm sure the past Quaritch really would have hated the fact that he's now basically a Navi in a way, and now his son
I
is kind
think
of like what he would have wanted to be, an
it looks
upgraded
like he
human.
does have human skin color, but he does have blue
He has
markings, I think.
Well, those are the same blue markings that he's had. And let me go to the next
So is it
picture.
paint?
Yeah, it's paint. Because so here we're gonna look at some behind the scenes of what Spider looks like in Avatar 3, and it's still up against this picture. But we see here that his hair,
Okay.
man, he's looking like a predator. His dreads are like a lot longer, they're thicker,
Uh-huh.
and now you can focus in that it kind
Is
of
he
looks
growing a kuru?
that he's growing a kuru. And like I'm saying, he's still in his regular human body. I mean, yeah, he looks a little bit older. His hair is more grown out. And then also too, if you look at the one where at the bottom left, that picture that has James Cameron next to him where he's looking at
Uh-huh.
it too. Who knows what he's looking at? Maybe his avatar body. Who knows? Um, if you look at his arm, he has a new tattoo. It kind of blends in with the blue paint, but you can see it right there towards his left shoulder. It's one of those that kind of goes around his arm like a ring. And
Oh yeah.
people have shown other better images of it and it's actually a Metgaina tattoo. And you
Mhm.
don't earn those tattoos until you pass their version of the Ikni Maya. At least according to the visual guide that came out for the second movie, it says
Mhm.
that that's the way the Metgaina earn their tattoos. Is like some of their tattoos is to signify what purpose they serve in the clan, but that one right
Mhm.
there would signify that he completed the Ikni Maya. For to complete that for them, you have to tame a skimwing. But I guess if you now have a crew, you can tame a skimwing.
Wow. Okay.
So it's still a lot. We're still like,
But you see how his kudu seems to be a lot longer in the left picture?
yeah,
I mean, obviously they could do that with CGI. These were just behind the scenes pictures, but
yeah, exactly. But I mean, and who knows? These could not be signifying a crew, but it really does look like one middle strand is longer than the rest, and it's thicker, and it kind of looks like it's gonna be a crew. You know what I mean?
yeah, there's like hair braided around it.
Yeah. So let's see.
Wow. Okay.
Let's see what the chat says. Snake Eyes says so confusing. Let me take this one off for a second. Let's see what you guys say. Um, no.
Sorry, I'm dying at Snake Eyes' comments.
I know. Transform Spider and roll out. Eliza says, I think Spider's body will stay human, but it will change like in his height and length of his arms and maybe his facial features. I don't know. I kind of don't, to be honest, I don't wish that would happen. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen because that's starting to get into, like you said, like creepy
The
hybrid
alien.
looking territory.
Yeah.
You're like, we just saw Alien Romulus. We don't need it again. Um,
I would
yeah,
quite like that because imagine a different hybrid of Natfian humans than an avatar.
I guess. And in
Something a
a
little more
way,
human.
and in a way, for the people that ship him and Kiri, he needs to get similar body proportions if in the future if you're really trying to ship him, he can't be looking like a child.
But
He
she's gonna transform somehow a little too, I think.
I thought so. Yeah, I guess they're both gonna go through. Oh, this is crazy. Brianna Brown says they need to release more concept art. I want more, but I know I shouldn't. Where are the Water Tribe? You know what? I'm cool. We need the Fire Tribe right now. Seems really interesting to me. I do want to see more of the Water Tribe. Obviously,
I think
we
we
need
will see them,
yeah,
but
we need
not
to
as
see
much.
inside of the islands. I actually posted this today on my socials that I'm excited. The new ride, I think I talked to you about it, is going to show us what like the
Yes.
inside of the islands looks like because the
Yeah.
co-production designer confirmed that it was a cut scene from the movie that we were going to see what inside the islands looks like. So
Oh.
it got cut from the movie. His original art for it is this
Well,
one
now I
right
want to
here.
see it. That scene.
This is the one he said
It's so beautiful.
was his art for what the inside of the islands would look like. I know I was really looking forward to it, and then it just wasn't in the movie, and I was like, no, because if you really think about it,
Wow.
we only really visited their village, and we were just at the edge of the water, so like the beach areas, and their homes
Mhm.
right there, and then we were just underwater, and then quickly to
Yeah.
one of the other villages that was getting torched by Quaritch and his gang. but we never saw like inside the islands. So I was like, no, that was just one little, missed
Those plants
opportunity.
are incredible.
Yeah. So so yeah, guys, this is a quick little deviation from our. We'll get back to the other stuff, but hey, it's just we're just a chill hangout here. But this is that concept art for the upcoming ride. That's going to be pretty awesome. We'll get into this in a different stream. We'll do separate deep dive on this. But quickly, when I looked at first glance, I was like, oh, it's the forest again. We're just going to go. But then when I started looking, I was like, no, this is actually inside the islands again, because you see those palm trees, that palm plants we just saw in the previous image. You see the mangrove roots coming down. We know that they have their homes by the mangrove things as well. So these things are just growing massively all over the islands. And then we see a Metcaina Navi right there. I was like, oh, okay. So during this ride, we're actually going to get to see what the inside of the islands look like. So that's awesome. But anyways, that was just a quick little side note right there. Yeah. Let's go back to the comments. Where are the water tribe? I'm done on it. Oh, he's done on the lawnmower. Okay, good. You didn't get hurt. Then you would need a miracle. Brianna Brown, where are the water tribe in 3? I wonder. I'm sure we'll still get to see more of the Metcaina.
Especially if Spider has the Metcaina tattoo. Right?
Yeah. So yeah. But he just said, we're gonna, just like we explored that new tribe in the second one. He says this time in this movie, we're gonna get to explore 2 new tribes. So we're gonna learn the ins and outs of the Fire Clan, and then the Wind Traders. So
yeah,
should be interesting. JL Entertainment, I'm really enjoying the stream. Oh, thank you. Snake eyes, but I'm sweating and I'm hot. I got grass on me, I think. Jesus Christ.
That's what I was dying at before.
This is incredible. Brianna Brown, he's growing up. I hope the costume designs are amazing. Is Soraya in 3?
Sure they will.
I'm sure. She's in 3. I just can't wait to see all this unfold, says JL Entertainment. And Lisa, how do you think the Sully family is going to approach the Fire Tribe? Like they're going to run away again from the Sky People or something? Oh, like if they're going to kind of run away
how would they first meet them?
What do you think is going to approach the Fire Tribe? Like they are going to run away again from the Sky People or something?
Like what would be the reason of
how they would
them?
come across them. Yeah. I actually think they're going to come across, well, I don't know. My first thought was they were going to come across first the Wind Traders, because they seem like they're going to be like another friendly.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
And then maybe, in their travels, they're going to start hearing about this Ash Clan. And then for some reason, it kind of seems like the Ash Clan in that one image we saw, which I can bring up again, captures the Spider and looks like Kiri, and then Quaritch is there. So somehow it's all going to go down. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got some more stuff. We're not done yet. We have, when they announced that Avatar 3 was delayed from coming out this year till next December, do you remember that they put out this, like John Landau, he put out this post, and I think the official Avatar accounts, and they had this image on a monitor. And
yes, I do remember that.
This one was intentional, of course, because obviously they knew what they were doing. But I'm wondering, is this Neytiri looking like the Ash Clan? Like, what's up with everybody now cosplaying as the Ash Clan? What's happening here? We got Quaritch.
Looks like war paint or something like.
Or maybe it's just war paint.
Wait, hold on.
But it's red. I mean,
if you go to the concept art from D23 with the one with Harang and the Kuru. There is an Ash Clan member with like yeah,
Oh, with
the
the
one on
red
the
paint right
right,
there. Yeah.
or yeah. I mean, I hope it's paint.
Jeez. So yeah, I don't know what's going on in this image. I'm sorry, I just
Who's
looked
in
at
the back?
Spider. I just
Yeah.
looked at Spider there in the back, just like, hello, darkness, my old friend.
He's just standing there. What
Oh
is he
my-
wearing?
the ugliest jumpsuit they could find. I love it. And then just like another random human over there, like tending to
okay.
the Ekron or something. Oh man.
So they just came back from the Ash Clan. They're not very happy. None of them.
It's like, don't touch me, Jake. I told you. Oh,
Spider seems like he was a prisoner or something like that. And then Neytiri is very sad. Well, you know, she might have just painted herself because she I don't know, she could have gone along with Harang for a little bit.
yeah.
And then changed her mind, hopefully.
So yeah, this is another interesting image. Man, we got a lot of these. Let's see, what's this one? Routine. Okay, so we come up to my summary of everything, and we learned, and in the way that I think it might happen. So summary.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh my god, I never even put it up. That little reminded me. I never even put up. Yeah, guys, potential spoilers.
Oh no.
I created this and I never even. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay.
At the very
end. Yeah, an hour later, guys, there was potential spoilers throughout this entire stream. All right, my summary and the way I think. Oh god. That I think things went down. Kids get kidnapped by the Ash Clan. Quaritch and Wainfleet confront Ash Clan. Varang connects to Quaritch's Kuru and controls him. Obviously, guys, this is all just my speculation. This is not anything, nothing confirmed. Kiri performs a miracle on Spider, aka maybe heals him. Spider can now breathe Pandoran air, grows a Kuru. Quaritch and Wainfleet fly over Beta Bridge at Bridgehead. Maybe that's the name of that new thing they were describing. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a bridge at Bridgehead, and they need to stop using the word bridge. And then Jake and Neytiri discuss what to do about Spider. Kiri discusses with Moat what she did to Spider. Norm and Jake captured by the RDA. Oh, Norm or Jake. And then Quaritch and Neytiri in Ash People outfits? ? Yeah, so
yeah.
That's my summary of everything we learned today, class, and the way in the order of events that I think. Oh man, what do you think? Is it pretty accurate?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But I'm really stuck on the fact that, like, how will Spider transform? Just because Pandoran air is it's really heavy. Like, if you look at the anatomy of Ekrans and what their bones are made of, it has to be incredibly strong because the Pandoran air is really thick in consistency. Yes. So for him, even in a human body with a Kuru, to be able to breathe that, I don't really see James Cameron do that without having some sort of really well-developed logic behind it. So I wonder what the scientific background for that's going to be, because he's a science guy, dreamer and a science guy.
Exactly. And honestly, now that you're saying it, I didn't even think of it in that way at all. And you're totally right. It can't just be a simple, like flip of the switch, like, oh, now I can breathe the air and now, because like you said, just that little part right there, your body like you said, will need to transform because, like you said,
Yeah.
this is why the Na'vi themselves, their bones are, like super dense, super like hard. They're hard. That's why they're hard to kill. They're hard to
Yeah.
destroy. So you're right. Like he can't just be in the same brittle body, just being able to breathe the air now.
So since they are shocked that it is him breathing Pandoran air, so we can kind of say that it's not him in an avatar. It's him in a human body or more than that, like a hybrid body maybe.
Yeah.
What would that mean for the potential Earth storyline as well? Like I'm thinking about the big picture and what if we do get an extra hybrid and what does that mean for the future of humanity as well in their universe?
I know it's insane. And obviously we're going to have another future episode where we finally, I've always been meaning to do it, but we need to do a deep dive into like Pandoran, the world of Avatar, or Pandora, the land over there in Florida, because it's actually officially canon. I mean, still as of now. And it's actually, I mean, people might not know it, but it's set generations in the future after everything we're seeing now in the movies is done. So in a way, it's always been this glaring spoiler that Earth is not going to get destroyed.
Oh, okay. Because
it's like,
write that down. Because I'm going to go back there in October, so I want to keep that in mind.
Yeah. As you do that, let me see what else people have said in the chat here. Let's see. Say, guys, did you guys ever a song called Exile Vilify? I feel lyrics and song can part story kind. I have, bro. You just gave me like this. I can't even decipher your message. Maybe reword it.
Dragon.
Brianna Brown, where are Ash people located? We know it's going to be like a volcanic region, and it could explain, we don't know, but it could explain why they are maybe evil or just seemingly more disconnected from Awa than all the other clans, because it seems like their location is very like barren. Like, I mean, when you think of a volcanic region, they might not even have a tree of souls like to connect to Awa. So I think this could explain why they might be the way they are. Maybe we're gonna in time be sympathetic to their cause. They feel they've been kind of shunned by every other clan that's been living this happy, peaceful life, and they've had like a very hard life. We don't know. But yeah, they'll be in a volcanic region. Spider wearing clothes. Don't even look like she's wearing a top. She's still on that. Oh man.
Well, working with fire must be pretty warm, right? So.
Oh, yeah, I guess you got a point there. There you go. Because the song fit in Avatar, I'm playing all Portal. Wow, Snake Eyes, I still don't know what you're talking about. AB James, that could be Kiri. Loak has been confirmed to be narrating Avatar Fire and Ash. That's a nice change. And we kind of did
change too.
We touched on it, I believe, during the Avatar Day stream, where we're kind of theorizing maybe there's a reason why we're now going to start introducing other narrators. When people are like, I wonder, I hope nobody dies, or I wonder who's going to die. Could it be Jake, guys? It could be
at some point.
Because they did kind of spoil that Neytiri makes it till Avatar, at least Avatar 4 and 5. They did spoil that in their junkets. They spoiled a lot.
Wasn't he gonna see Earth?
I think they said 5, and they said that she's gonna see Earth, so she has to make it there. So she ain't gonna die in 3. Oh my god. Snake Eyes teacher, I have a question. I hit the showers. Oh my god. Snake Eyes, you need to chill. Daddy, chill. I I just think Spider would be too weak for Pandoran air, so I think something will happen and he would
Yeah.
see change, I guess. Yeah, exactly. And I
Makes sense.
honestly I didn't even think of it, so like I'm really glad you brought that point up, because you're right, his body does need a change, at least his bone density. What in the world? Yo!
Wait, hold on. Wait, let me see if it works. I wasn't expecting it to work. Yeah, there we go.
What?
It's because I have an iPhone.
Kiri, are you performing miracles right now? Like, what is happening? That is awesome.
Look.
Snake Eyes, these are for your comments.
Yeah, exactly.
There
we go.
The hybrid thing is scary, to be honest. I know it is. Like I don't want it to be that, but you guys are right. Like there has to be some kind of change. I hope maybe it could just be like they could just explain, oh, you know what, his bones change inside as well, but maybe you're not really gonna see it outwardly. But
I'm actually really set on that theory now.
I think I know. I think you're right. I just don't want you to be right because it's gonna be scary.
Because
like
James Cameron likes to take risks as well with his stories, and I think this would be a big change from the things that we know. Just because I think it would be really interesting. I could see him do it.
Like you said, I mean, he did mention it's not gonna be what you think, but it is gonna be what you want. And he's right, because right now I don't think I want a hybrid spider.
I do. I'd be so interested.
I guess it could be what I want. I just don't know it yet. Brianna Brown.
I just have to get that alien Romulus picture out of my brain, because
I know, like now that you brought it up, I'm just like, no, like my mind keeps going to that. I'm like, please no. Oh my lord. Yeah, but my son couldn't even look at the screen when that was happening. I was like, I'm sorry, bro.
It was terrifying.
Yeah. Brianna Brown says Varang is a cannibal. I mean, maybe she is, because she did have that line.
No, I've heard that as well.
Oh, you have heard that as well?
Mm-hmm. I can't remember where, if it was just speculation, but I've heard people talk about this.
Dang. So I guess they might be taking inspiration from these indigenous tribes that, you know, they kind of have dabbled in cannibalism, and, you know, here on Earth, and you know, for real. So maybe they're taking inspiration from some tribes like that as well. Because I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a line she said to intimidate him. But you're right. I guess it could be what they actually do. Brianna Brown, I wonder if Varang has a beautiful face. Let's look.
The actor's really pretty, so.
Oh yeah, Una Chaplin from the Game of Thrones. The Red Wedding. And she's a descendant of Charlie Chaplin, so that's kind of cool.
Really? Of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I can't really even tell from this art right here. I mean, she looks fierce. I think
she has the right energy to bring to Varang. She has that kind of foreign, fearless, scary energy, I think.
Yeah. She looks like Quaritch's type. She'll make a nice stepmother for Spider.
I just choked on my water.
Oh man! Oh, we didn't even touch on that. It also could finally. Oh,
tell me.
Actually, look at the one on the way left. He also looks like you said. He's kind of wearing. I don't know if it's paint or if he's wearing red, or maybe like the wraps that we kind of saw Quaritch wear.
But that also looks like what Neytiri had in that.
Yeah, so it could either be the paint or wraps. And now that if you look at some of them, like they look like that. Even the one on the far right. So they
I see that with the triangle.
Yeah, the triangle of the chest thingy. So, and then like we said here with the guns, we theorized like this one behind her. That silhouette looks like that could be Quaritch. We now saw from the script that they do interact. and from that
Oh,
other.
and in the
Huh.
back, is that the Cove of the Ancestors? Like
I don't know.
the structure
It
on the
could
left,
be. It
or
could
something,
be like
or
you
maybe
said,
the arches on the plains. I don't know.
like the arches or something. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe we don't know because it doesn't. I don't know if it screams volcanic region to me. It's very cloudy. It's very maybe it's very smoky. So maybe it is their
Mm,
region. I don't know. It looks like brown smoke to me, or like very light brown smoke behind them. I don't know.
yes, it doesn't really look like mist, does it?
Yeah. So I mean, but we don't know. Let's see. Where's that one? Boo, boo, boo. Yeah, it kind of seems like that does match the type of stuff that they're gonna have. It
Well, it
definitely
looks
does.
really similar to what Neytiri has in that one.
Oh yeah, let me go back to that one.
Yeah. Oh my, it looks identical.
Is this the one where Brianna Brown was saying it looks like she has no top? Was it this one? Because that does just look like paint over it. Like, yo, he's like, cover up, baby.
It looks exactly like something that Varang would do as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't think this is Varang.
Why?
So
No, it's
yeah, I
not.
know because
No, it's definitely not.
that's what I'm saying. Because we don't expect the Solis to, align with them. We expect Quaritch
Unless
to
it's in
do
their
it.
best interest.
Maybe. And we just end up with more questions.
That's great. That means we're on the right path.
It's a good thing to have more and more questions and speculation. If the Fire Tribe don't have Kuru, how they connect with animals or Ekrons. See, I know people have said that they think she collects the Kuru from her people, but I don't think so. Because if we look back at the art, because people are saying, oh, it doesn't look like her followers right there have Kurus. But to me, it kind of does. Like, I just think we're kind of just seeing them from odd angles, and they have these crazy like outfits and headdresses on. But I think they will have crews. At least, I mean, I don't know. I'm speculating. They still
Well,
will.
if they don't, they sacrifice them. But I don't know if you can survive that. Cutting off your own kudo, because it's like all the nerve endings of your brain, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So.
But they
I mean,
do look zombie-like as well.
If they do, like you said, maybe it's. Oh. Maybe that's what she does to people, and then in a way, they kind of now are like under her control or something. Like
But
you
it's
said,
not.
they kind of.
But how would that work? Because
I
she
don't
doesn't have
know.
Bluetooth.
Oh man, you're crazy.
No, but really, like, how would she like a wireless connection?
It's like you ripped my
That's what
crew
it would
off.
be.
Now I will follow you forever. Hey, but you guys have said it. She could be this other messianic figure where you do
Like
have
an
these cult-like leaders that just inspire this type of twisted dedication, and we don't understand it, but it happens. It happens in real life. These people end up with followers, and you're like, why are you clearly following this person that like everybody can clearly see is wrong? But they do get like followers that truly believe. So
Maybe looking into more of the biblical symbolism, like actually looking at biblical stories. First of all, with like a Messiah figure, so like Jesus can give us hints about Kitty, because I really think she's inspired by something like that. And then just stories in which you have Christ and the Antichrist, see if there's a story that would very logically fit kind of into the Avatar universe as well. Could give us a hint. Because I could see him inspiring a storyline by that.
You're right. And then another thing that now popped into my head that honestly I think everybody forgets about. I'll just post the question to you. Do you remember what the humans even want from the Tokuns? I know it seems like a weird
internal life. Like the
Exactly. So now I'm like, because honestly, I see it in the movie, and then I think about it in that moment, and then I honestly forget about it. It's one of those things where, like, I think most fans forget, maybe, because now if you really look at it, like that thing supposedly can give you immortality, right, or eternal life. I think that's what they said, right?
yeah, I'm trying to I'm
So
already
now I'm
putting that
like,
into
I'm almost like, wait a minute, where does that now that which is I think it was called Amorite. I think that's what it was called that they get from the Tolkuns. How is that now going to change humanity? And now will somebody get it and actually become immortal in this universe? That'd be like a crazy
Amrita?
Amarita. Yeah. And am I right on the properties of what it does? If you have a description right there.
The substance has the medical power to stop human aging. So stop it completely, not even
So
slow it down.
stop it. So in essence, you can either live very, very, very long, or almost just if you stop
Okay.
aging altogether, you can live forever. The fountain of youth.
Okay. So would that work on, first of all, if we assume that that works on that feed too, right? There must be somewhere in that feed that has used that and is like hundreds of years old.
Oh my god. Another thought that
Somewhere.
I honestly didn't even think about. Like my mind didn't even go there to
That's
be
why I'm
like,
here.
has there been a Navi? It had to have been a twisted Navi.
What if Orang used
Varang.
it long
Varang.
ago?
My mind just went there too. Maybe she's
Like,
been
what if
alive for
she
hundreds of years.
and she has that vampire quality?
Dang.
I need some water. Silence.
It's all good. It's all good. Wow, there's just so much, like you
I'm gonna
said.
write
Now
that down again.
we're
There's a
taking
lot of
notes.
things that I think, yeah, things like
Yeah.
that, and then the spider transforming thing.
Let's see. It
Taking
looks like
notes,
the water
people.
tribe area. Brianna Brown says half naked people everywhere.
It's all right. They are
Uh,
Natfi. I don't know if you've seen the movies.
yeah. I think they've just been like that the whole time, anyways. I love
Pandora's
it.
pretty
They're like,
warm.
Brianna Brown, how would you describe the Navi? The Navi. She's like half naked people everywhere. Oh god. Snake Eyes. The lyrics in the song kind of feels like it could be part of the story. It talks about anxiety, takes your mind away again, and talks about you have some of God's luck. Oh, okay. So that song that you were talking about. All right. I'll definitely have to probably check that out. But yeah, because I think honestly, you guys are right. I think it probably like religious undertones are going to come into play. You know, like they're using.
Exile Vilify is the name of the song. Let me.
I think the fire tribe is disconnected from Awa, says Elisa, and like the spiritual side. Let me just put it up here. And like the spiritual side, like the other tribes we saw. So I think Varang like created her own religion, kinda. Ooh. So literally,
What if
like
she is
you're
her?
kind of saying, kind of like the anti-Christ, literally going away from the whole Awa in general. And like you said, she could potentially be creating her whole new religion here on Pandora. That's very interesting. Yeah,
And
great
imagine if
theory,
she is
Elisa.
really old, or if she's not really old, but just the
You don't look it,
the
but you
Fire
are.
Clan. The Fire Clan is really old. Imagine, like, how long would they have been separated from Awa for? Because if it's a long time, they're probably really set in their ways.
Yeah. Man, they're going to be so fascinating to learn about in this upcoming movie. Snake Eyes, I'm sorry for saying this. I'm just love the song. I've been playing a lot of Portal and going back to it. Oh, okay, so Portal the game. Okay, wow, that game was awesome, man. And no worries, no worries. You guys can chime in with anything. We don't care here. Breonna Brown to live longer. I wonder. Let's see. I wonder if the Ash people kill Tokuns. Like you said, I wonder because I don't think any of our peaceful ones would have killed the Tokun. You know, so it had to, like I said, it had to have been like an evil Navi or something. If there ever was a Navi that did get a hold of that Amorite or something. So, am I right?
I'm sure you're not the only one that made the joke.
Oh god.
So if there is a really old Natfi somewhere, then or creature, I don't know if there's anything else as well, then they must have been around for maybe some of the other Turuk Maktos.
I guess this
and
is
the other
why maybe
wars and
Tokuns themselves can maybe just live a very long time, because I mean that stuff is in their bodies. So maybe
I'm sure they can, yeah.
Yeah, maybe Tokuns themselves can be like grow to be very, very old creatures. And then there was that interesting side thing where they said, you know, at some point, like remember Tonowari was explaining to the kids that Tokuns used to fight each other, but then they don't anymore. I wonder if we're ever going to hear more about they had a war or something. Yeah, like I wonder if we're ever going to touch on that again.
Get a history lesson.
Classroom. Bueller. Let's see. They use the liquid. Snake Eye says, somebody find a steak knife, garlic, or holy water. Oh my god. I mean, at least they have tops in the previous movies.
Britannia, calm down.
Varog maybe could literally be Satan. I guess, you know, you're right. They're probably playing with that metaphor, at least. I mean, we see it from the concept art. They really went way more.
I'm gonna look into. I'm gonna look into biblical stories and see what else I can find, if there's any hint on something that could fit into the storyline as well.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Dino Shark is here in the chat. Hello. Says, I feel like Meringue will be more like Gog or Magog. Oh, like Gog Magog? Or, man, where's that from? That's,
I don't know.
Where have I heard that? You know what? Give me a moment. Let me, because that's going to bother me now. Gog Magog. And you guys have great theories and stuff, so thank you guys for like also chiming in with this stuff, because this is fun to just spitball this stuff around.
Oh, it is biblical.
A legendary giant in Welsh and later English mythology, according to Geoffrey of Monmouth's Historia. He was a giant inhabitant. Let's see. Hold on. Oh, in the Hebrew Bible, the prophesied invader of Israel and the land from which he comes, respectively, or in the Christian scriptures, New Testament, evil forces opposed to the people of God. Oh, so you're right on. Because basically that's what the Ash Clan seemed to stand for, evil forces opposed to the people of Awa, you could say, in this sense. So yeah, spot on with that reference right there. Yeah, and he's nice. Like including her tribe. Yeah. So great one. Thanks for bringing that one in here. That one was great. How would they kill the Tokuns? We don't know. We're just saying maybe. You know, maybe there was Nabis in history that, you know, got a hold of that. Who knows? Probably not.
If it is the Ash Clan, I'm sure they would have found out some sort of really horrible way to do that.
Do we have like ideas how the second tribe we would see in the second movie, other than the Fire Tribe? There are pictures of the second tribe. Oh, you mean the Wind Traders in the third movie? Yeah, I could bring those up because we've been saying those are like super interesting. First, it was this one right here,
Oh
and
yeah.
here.
So I noticed the creature in front so late.
Yeah. I mean, at first, because this was the first one of the two that I saw, and I didn't even see the creature either. It kind of just blends into the sails and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Because you're looking, I realized later, like, oh, okay, this shot, you're kind of looking at it head on. So you don't even see that right in the middle of that giant jellyfish ship, or jelly ship, is like a manta ray type thing pulling it. And then what do you think all the way over there to the right, that little one, does that kind of look like it could be a oh my god, you know, oh my god, the word is escaping me, like the RDA helicopter, what is it called?
Scorpion?
Not Scorpion, or the Samsung, like the Samsung
The
helicopter.
Samsung.
Yeah, doesn't it look like it could be? It could be.
Let me, actually, I have the book here. I can check.
Because you kind of do see the. Oh wait, what am I doing? There we go. You do see like I think you do see like giant propellers there on the side, like it has it on the top.
Yeah. And they wouldn't put that in there for no reason.
It could be like Norm, because remember we think Norm doesn't have an Ekron. I think he only rides Trudy. It's not Trudy. The only character that's gonna stay dead.
Why? Why her? Oh my god.
Oh, and if anybody hasn't seen Robin here, she does a great cosplay as Trudy.
Thank you.
She has them pinned on her Instagram, and it's actually like super spot on. Like it's kind of.
It's because the flight suit's real.
Oh yeah,
most of the stuff I'm wearing is real.
Yeah, Robin is like really into aviation as well, so yeah, she basically
so I have
is our Trudy.
I have the Samsung here in the book, and then let me see. I don't know if the Scorpion is in here as well.
Let me put you on the screen, huh?
I don't know.
Kind of look like it? So maybe Norm's flying, like he's like Norm could be flying with them. Maybe that's what it could be representing.
I don't know, because you see how there's kind of like a white glow around. I know it could be the reflection as well. But the Scorpion, imagine their wings kind of, because how do they fly? Let me remember. How does that operate? I don't know. Do you want to compare the pictures?
Yeah, let me put you on the screen really quick. There we go. So
this is the Samsung.
See, because I kind of do, it does seem like you see the propellers there. Like you said, there's just like a white little reflection. So it could be, if we go back to the image, it could be that it's like the glare of like, you know, the sky, because it's really bright, you know, and the sun does seem like it's on the left a little bit.
It could be, for sure.
It could be. So, hey, it could be, you know, Norm flying alongside the Soli family and let me put it back on you.
This is the Scorpion. Or it could be either of them.
Either of them. At least it does kind of look like an RDA vehicle. It doesn't look like a creature to me. So it does look mechanical.
I could imagine Norm flying with them.
Yeah, because he even used it in the second movie. Remember when he came to help them with Kiri after she was convulsing? He arrived on a Samson, I think.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then obviously, this is my favorite picture of the Wind Trader clan. Like, if Elisa, if you hadn't seen, because I think it was Elisa who asked the question about this clan, their ingenuity right here is like amazing, and it blew my mind when I finally like analyzed the picture. I love that, the fact that they came up with using two different creatures to kind of like haul their ship. And we don't know if they live on these ships, like if they're permanently like traveling,
nomads?
Nomads always traveling. But I do know that we're getting a desert region in this movie, so that could be their home base. It's just that they maybe maybe they just do travel a lot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like you said, like nomads, because they just like to trade apparently. So they could just be ships, or they could be huge in there, and like they can actually hold like a lot of them, like mini little
The
camp.
funny thing, this is really random, but the day that came out, I got a stingray tattoo. And I had no idea that this was going to be in the concept art.
Oh, really?
Thought that was really funny.
Jeez. That's crazy. Did you get it like on your arm or something, or?
Yeah, you can see it here.
Here, let me.
I already have an Ikran tattoo.
Oh, you're right. You
3 of them, and they're flying like.
And they're flying. Uh-oh.
You see that?
Robin is a Wind Trader confirmed. Yikes.
I have the Ikran in the same picture too. You know, this one.
Jeez.
But it looks amazing. I'm very curious to see what that will be like.
Yeah, that's gonna look incredible, like just like in the movie. So I'm like, man. And then to see what else they might have come up with, because like I think you're the one who brought it up, or somebody brought it up, that this clan does seem like they're more not technologically advanced than the other Na'vi, but they at least are thinking more outside of the box. Like they're like
that
they're
wasn't
in,
me.
like they're
It wasn't.
You're like, no, I'm not. My ingenuity is not outside the box. But yeah, it's kind of cool because we've seen the other ones. You know, we've seen good weavers, things like that, but we've never seen a clan that kind of like came up with, you know, I mean, a crazy concept like this. Like, hey, let's use 2 living creatures, because obviously I'm assuming the giant jellyfish is alive, and they're not just like using a floating dead corpse.
Oh my god!
I wouldn't think that that's what they're doing, so I'm gonna assume both of them are alive and it's a consensual partnership.
And then the thing that kind of fascinates me the most is the rider on, or the potential rider on the
that one
stingray creature. Yeah, the top left.
Because we were asking, we're like, well, how would you steer them? Oh, I guess you might need a person that is actually on top of the stingray looking creature. So yeah, these are going to be fascinating as well. But sadly, this is all we have of the Wind Trader clan for now. Is just these 2 pictures.
For now, yeah.
For now, hopefully we, I wish we would have gotten at least one script page for something Wind Trader related. But hey, the ones we got are very interesting for the Ash clan. So let's see.
What else do we got?
Oh my god, I lost my place.
You lost your place?
How were they kill the Tolkoons? Do we have like, the second try? Okay. So what do these Ash people want? I have no idea. I'm sure you would say a shirt. Dino Shard. Guess what they are in the Quran? A literal tribe. Dang, so you're like really spot on with your Gog and Magog reference there. We might have to like look into that one right there.
Yeah.
I believe the Ash isn't going. What do you mean by that? Lisa, thanks a lot. Oh, of course. That was actually a super cool question. This looks organic. Yeah, the ships. Yeah, at first I thought the whole thing was just like a creature, but then in that second picture, you kind of see that they kind of weave their stuff in there, and they have like a flying, like a sailing barge or a sailing ship. So it's super interesting. Joseph Banks replied, I think the Ash is simply going to want what all Na'vi want, to stop the Sky People from causing problems on Pandora. Now, how they go about it, well, it may not be well received. I'm inclined to that have been my first opinion as well. But then we do see, like, we can go back to the image on that screen of if this is Quaritch in Ash Clan type stuff, does this kind of confirm that Quaritch is the middleman and the RDA and the Ash Clan, at least for a moment, are kind of working together.
I think the Ash Clan might be pretty self-centered, and they're always gonna do what's in their best benefit, like in their best interest.
Yeah.
But they might, yeah, for sure.
Like you said, probably not really align with anybody. It's just, you know, what's best for them. So maybe in that moment, they're like, this might be what's best for us right now until we decide to eat your heart. Snake Eye, sorry, my phone shut down. I'm back. Glad to have you back. Dino Shark. Possibly right now we don't know the motives of the Ash Clan. Yeah, exactly. What do the Wind Traders look like? I was about to say we haven't seen what they look like, but we actually have. There is confirmed. There is one Wind Trader in Frontiers of Pandora.
Yeah, I was gonna look it up.
Yeah. Let's see if I could find.
When I Google it, I get the gift shop in Disney World in the Pandora land.
You're just trying to shop, Robin.
Don't tell anyone.
All right. Let me see. I forgot what the character was called. I know I did post it on my Twitter. Let's see. Wind Trader Frontiers.
I found your post.
Oh, you found my post?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, their name is Kukulope, right?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay. She currently resides in the Aranahe clan home tree within the game. That person has the mysterious air about her. Ooh, air, wind. Like she's seen the winds sweep across vast desert expanses.
Oh, okay.
So it does confirm that there. Do I still have that picture that that super amazing region, the desert region that I showed you? Let's see. No, I took it down.
Where did you find the description that you just said?
It was the thing that popped up when I just typed Wind Trader Frontiers of Pandora, and it just gave me like this, I don't know what it's called, Copilot. I think it's like their Microsoft's like AI thing where it kind of like describes something for you. It's like
oh, okay, yeah.
But it does. But their description in the game, I remember it does say that she has a mysterious air about her, like she's seen the winds sweep across vast desert expanses. And here's the intriguing part: it's quite possible that she belongs to the Wind Trader clan. And then it was actually confirmed by the people, like the concept artists who came up with the designs. They confirmed that yes, they are the first Wind Trader that we're seeing. And actually, I have more of the quote, more information right here.
Where? I'm trying to find it too.
And here's the intriguing part: is these are the Na'vi who hail from the desert regions and lead wandering lifestyles, trading items with other clans. Picture them as the nomads. Ooh. Like you said, of Pandora, carrying secrets whispered by the shifting sands. Dude, who wrote this?
Whoa.
Like, can you write just everything for me? Like, God, it's like you're describing like Arrakis or something. Now, if you ever cross paths with Kulo, I just wish I could say the name. That's what you guys, anybody is here from before, and you, Robin. I'm terrible at pronouncing Na'vi names and just Na'vi in general.
Oh, good.
So please don't cut my crew off. Kukulo, remember her greeting. Oh yeah, because she even says this greeting in the game. May the winds treat you well. It's like a desert.
I remember that.
It's like, okay, they need to calm down with these descriptions. It's like a desert breeze brushing against your skin. A mix of warmth and enigma. Okay, we're done. We're
Can you
done.
send me that link?
Send me the link. Oh my god. Hold on. Let me see if I can find my posts.
I can't find it.
I had just brought that picture to show you, I think, yesterday or something. Let me see if I still have it in my files right here really quick.
Which one?
The desert region, so I can show it to people. Because
Oh, yeah,
basically
you did
that
show me
does
yesterday.
confirm that oh wait, I wasn't able to load it on
The one
here.
where I was like, that looks like Mars.
Yes. Yeah, that
You
one.
showed me yesterday.
I probably could do a screen share. Hold on. I'll probably just do a screen share right now for this one too. So let me
All
see if I can screen share this description. I swear I'm not making this up. Let's see. Present. Screen share. Okay. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So look at there on the right. Avatar for Tears of Pandora. Fascinating world awaits us there, doesn't it? Let's talk about Kalulupe, the Navi trader you mentioned. So it's all that stuff. These are the Navi who hail from the desert regions and lead wandering lifestyles, trading items with other clans. Picture them as the nomads of Pandora, carrying secrets whispered by the shifting sands. Now, if you ever cross paths with Kukulope, whatever, remember her greeting, may the winds treat you well. I swear, this line right there, it's like a desert breeze brushing against your skin, a mix of warmth and enigma.
Is this AI?
Yeah, I think it's AI. I'm like, bro,
okay.
by the way, have you explored other corners of Pandora? Okay. Anyways, but I think they got it from here, the Avatar wiki. So I think it is so here we go. This is I hope you're still able to see this. This is them right.
What should we be seeing?
This is her right there. This is a
We're
better
not seeing
image.
it.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Let me see. Oh, I think it's because I went to a different page. Let me see. Right there. Oh, you see that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's the wind trader that we see that's currently at the Aranahe
Kukulope or something like that?
Yeah, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, so this is our first wind trader right here. Not too crazy. Obviously, a lot of these, I mean, you could say they look, nothing's going to be as crazy so far as like the, you know, the Ash Clan that are just look like they're from Silent Hill or something. But yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty familiar.
Yes. And let me bring up that picture just to show them.
The Mars one?
Yeah.
So, okay. No, never mind.
No, say it.
I was thinking, like, where is the desert? Like, do we have a map?
No, I wish we, you know, that's what I've been wanting as well, is like a topographical map of this. But I think, like you said, they're gonna wait till oh, it actually links me to my own Twitter. So let me do that, and then okay. So then I'll screen share this really quick. I do want maps so we can see where everything is. So here's the desert region that the wind traders are going to come from. Like you said, kind of looks like Mars a little bit. Not much vegetation at all.
It really reminds me of one of the first really good pictures that a Mars rover took.
Oh, okay.
Not that that's of any relevance, but it just reminded me of that.
But yeah, so like you said, not too crazy. But
well, we have floating things. I was gonna use my mouse to point to something.
Oh, like little floating mountains? Yeah. Is that what you mean? Let me see.
Yeah, well, like flat. They're not
Yeah, they're not
clouds. They look
really
like
like
clouds,
the.
but
Yeah, exactly. They look more flat, like you said, kind of like clouds.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's some really big ones way there in the back. You see that?
Yeah,
Those
true.
are, those are kind of huge, way over there. All right.
So that kind of makes more sense with the wind traders as well, seeing as they're from, like, they prefer living in the air
Yeah.
rather than on the sand.
Oh, maybe. Maybe they don't really live down below. Maybe they kind of live on top of these
Because why else
flatter.
would you share this? Like, what's important? Like, what else can you see in this? Nothing really, except for desert.
Oh god, concept artist. I apologize that she's like, this is garbage. Why would you choose this angle?
No, it's a valid it's a valid question because they always share it with like logic behind it. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everything
Uh,
in the concept art has a purpose.
yeah.
So even
But
something that looks boring, it means something.
oh man. Now,
It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but
once again, concept artist, I apologize.
no, that's not what I mean.
You
It's
better
just
hope he's
it's a
not.
little emptier than what we're used to, and I
Yeah.
know it's for a purpose.
Yeah. I mean, the Arctic one looked pretty bare too. If I can find that one, 'cause that one
Yeah, I
didn't
think,
look. Let me see here.
but that's so different from anything that we know. I guess what I'm trying to get at is that it looks really earthly, which is
Yeah.
something that obviously we're very used to. Whereas with the other concept art, it's very extraterrestrial. It's really interesting and
Yes.
very new to us. So I wonder why this is so, like, what about this can make us feel that?
And let me share this other one because I'm really excited to see what is going to be going on with this Arctic clan. So let me
Yeah, me
share.
too.
I mean, this one's also pretty bare, at least from here. We
Oh, I
do
love that though.
crazily see that the mountains, like, it's inverted. Look at that. Like, you
Uh-huh.
see that? Like, this mountain is like the peak is pointing down. That's kind of crazy. And then you see the
Like a
scale of
giant
this, like
floating
those
mountain.
those two little figures right there.
Yeah.
So that one, I don't think we're gonna meet this one until Avatar 4. And Britannia Brown says, "I wonder what color eyes the Ash people have." I don't know. My first guess is maybe just like I guess the stereotypical villainous eyes, maybe some orange with some red in there, just to come paint the point across that they're
Maybe really
evil.
dark.
Or oh god, please not solid black. That's just, I hate solid black eyes. They're terrifying.
It's just like dark brown or something like that.
Oh my god, my eyes! Wow.
No, but in contrast to the ashy skin,
Yeah,
imagine.
yeah. That was cool. And then yeah, if you hadn't seen this one, Elisa, this is the Arctic region. So I can't wait to see this one as well, and to see obviously what they're gonna kind of base them most likely on, like what do you call them, like Inuit indigenous, like basically the
Mhm.
indigenous people that live in the Arctic right now. So that's gonna be cool to see their type of structures. And that's probably like the funnest part, is to see how they take things here from Earth and just kind of turn everything to 11. And we saw how the Metcaina live. I'm wondering what the homes look like for the Ash clan. Maybe, like I said, they live in temples, maybe, or temple-like structures. Where do the Wind Traders really live? Do they live on top of those rocks? Because Robin's saying the sand part's boring. I hate sand. It gets everywhere.
I'm just gonna shut up in the future.
No, it's all good. But yeah, So yeah, really excited about that one as well. So far it looks yellow. I want to see these jellyfish creatures. Yeah.
You can kind of see like an early concept art from it as well that James Cameron made.
Oh yeah. So where they
do you have
really
that
were
picture?
like jellyfish. Yeah, I got that one. Let's see. This one right here,
Yeah.
where he had said,
Obviously, it changed.
yeah, it did change, but he said elements from this painting will make it, and he wasn't kidding. Like elements, like as in plural, because not only did the jellyfish make it, but the stingray, manta ray like creatures made it as well, and now they're the
I see
ones
something
pulling.
else.
What do you see? Do you
Two
see the
things.
mechanical arm?
Yeah, that's one because of the. I still have to look that up after, but the prosthetic arm thing that was going around, and the
Yeah.
landscape behind it.
Hold on, let me take the Britannia Brass. Oh, the landscape. Well, what about the landscape?
It looks like something from. Was it another concept art, or do you remember yesterday we talked about the Chinese mountains?
Oh,
Why do we talk about that?
this one right here.
Yes.
This will be the new region in the second DLC for Frontiers of Pandora. So you're right, yeah, that those rocks look like eerily similar to the ones from that painting right there. Yeah. I'm sure it's probably not the same region. It's just, like you said, they maybe took inspiration from the same type of ones he took inspiration from at the time that he made these paintings. But you can clearly see they're very high up here in these images. They're like above the clouds.
The first layer of clouds, yeah.
Yeah, like these mountains are huge themselves. They like jut out from that first layer of mountains.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is that original version of what now we're getting with these other ones over here now. So that's super cool to see that something from that many years ago, from James Cameron himself, because this is actually his art right here. So that is cool, because nowadays you don't really see his art anymore. But yeah, it's awesome. And here you go, because you were saying something about that you were hearing somebody was gonna maybe end up with the under a robotic arm.
Yeah, prosthetic arm.
Prosthetic arm.
Robotic, I don't know. I'm gonna have
Did
to
you say
find
it was like
that,
Kiri? Oh, not Kiri. You said Neytiri?
Neytiri, but it was a rumor. I remember that, but it was based on some sort of blurry picture, either from a monitor or I don't know. I'll look it up and then we can discuss it in another episode, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be interesting.
All right, guys. So just the last few comments here before we kind of wrap it up for today, but we'll be back next week. I mean, there's tons and tons of stuff we're going to keep diving into. Hope you guys enjoyed what we did cover today. I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It answered some stuff, but like always, we get left with even more questions. But, you had awesome thoughts. People in the chat had awesome, things we can look into, like of potentially what they're kind of playing off of, metaphors and all this stuff. So it's been super interesting. Let's see here. Let's finish up with these last comments. So Joseph Banks says, theory, we will see the consequences of Jake not fighting back and running to the reefs in Avatar 1. Naturally, since Jake didn't gather the clans, someone else will step up. I believe that's the Ash. I mean, maybe.
Could be.
Like you said, though, we do need to, at some point in these movies, we are going to see them. I think the reason we're expanding so much around Pandora as well, and meeting all these different new regions and clans that maybe have never even seen each other, is because you'll literally need the entire planet, not just a few clans that came together at the end of the first movie. You're going to need literally everybody to come together to stop the RDA this time. So that's going to be a crazy battle. So that's probably why we're kind of like traveling so much in these movies leading up to that moment. So, um, but yeah, I'm sure like the initial running away to the reefs is good. Is something. I mean, they kind of already did give them some consequences itself instead of just fully fighting back. I mean, you
Yeah.
see that they already lost the son because of this. Because he doesn't really until, if you guys remember, the end of the movie. Now he really has the mentality of like, no, we need to fight back. But throughout the whole movie, his arc was just like, or his mentality was, let's just come over here, let's just escape it, let's run away from it, instead of facing it, which is what he realizes at the end they need to do. They can't keep running. And
Mhm.
now it sucks because he lost, now he's lost a son. And I guess James Cameron says we're going to keep seeing consequences to other actions as well. So,
But it's nothing we expect, though.
exactly.
So I'm very interested to see how, like, what kind of plot twist we'll experience.
Yeah. Britannia Brown says I'm going to rewatch part 2 after the stream. Oh, nice.
Enjoy.
Quick question. Which one is your favorite? I know it's probably a loaded question. Do you prefer
Mine?
1 or 2? Yeah.
Okay.
And guys in the chat too, just answer right before we depart from here. You guys prefer 1 or 2?
So I don't
I know
know if I prefer one, but like one of them, but I really. So the first moment when the second one came out and you like sit back down in the cinema, and I went to an IMAX screen and you hear the music come in and then you see the mist, you're back in that world.
yeah.
That moment was the best moment for me. That's like number one. I don't know if I prefer one of the movies, but definitely in terms of watching experience,
Yeah.
I prefer that. Which is why I'm grateful that we're getting a third one as well.
Yeah.
Because I can re-experience that moment. But then, yeah, I don't know if it's about preference. It's more about like, it's like with your children, you love them equally but differently.
Exactly. I think for me, what it is, I would say 1, but I think it's not completely fair because, in a way, because to me, I think the reason it's that is because to me, it's more of a complete story in terms of like much more goes on. When if you really look back at Avatar 2, like not a lot, and we don't really explore, but not to the sense once we left 1, we really got a sense of the forest. We really we were there during the training montage with Jake. You kind of got to see a lot of it where we even just pointed out we didn't really even see inland, like the islands of the Metcaina, you know what I mean? So we just kind of saw
That's probably
the
because
ocean and everything.
2 and 3 were supposed to be one movie.
That's
So
that's what I was gonna say. Where it's not completely fair, and also because I love the ending of 1. That battle is one of my favorite in like movie history. The battle is like incredible. Whereas I think now looking back, Avatar 2's final battle was more kind of like a little skirmish.
yeah, the battle, I have a lot of thoughts about that.
And then and my main complaint is like, where did the Metcaina go? Because like they all charged on their skim wing, and you saw them for maybe a split second where you saw Tonawari have some action, Renao, a couple other Metcaina, and then everybody's gone. And then all you get at the end is it becomes very intimate between Jake, Quaritch, and then like just on the Sea Dragon and everything. But everybody else is just like, where did everybody go? like guys, like it wasn't completely over yet. But like you said, it's not completely fair because initially 2 and 3 were one big movie.
Yeah.
That they just realized, oh, there's way too much. So I think once we do watch 2 and 3, and then kind of be like, wow, if he did put both of those together, and even if he shortened it, that would have been maybe a better than 1. You know what I mean? I mean, look at the elements we're going to see already. A crazy fire clan, a wind traders. So I think my qualms with 2 would have been solved. But it's just like you said, or like we said, it's not fair because they were supposed to be one movie. So
I think the reason that I can't really choose between the movies is because in my head I see them as one story. But I can separate the watching experiences because obviously you watch them in different sittings. I mean,
Yeah,
I haven't done like watched them back to back.
I think I do have one more little complaint, and I swear, guys, like I love the movie, trust me. But it's if you do that, if you sit down and watch them back to back, they had a
Yeah.
lot of callbacks in Avatar 2 to Avatar 1. Some instances where it was literally almost framed by like frame to frame, almost like shot for shot, the similar things, like
Oh,
to the point
okay.
where I
Interesting.
thought, to me, I hope that kind of just ends with 2 and we don't keep seeing those callbacks to 1, or even to keep seeing callbacks to earlier movies as we keep going, because it kind of did take me out of some scenes, like Quaritch when they go to tame the Ikron. He literally has the same like the same camera angle and everything. He does the same kind of like shout or snarl that Jake does. The biggest one for me is when the Akula, like the shark thing, is chasing Loak. It's literally the Thanator chasing Jake. It's
interesting.
It's even to the point where Loak gets to that moment, that segment where like the shark can't come in and it's trying to get in there. It's when Jake goes into underneath the roots of the tree, and the Thanator is trying to claw its way and it can't get into the roots of the tree. They're literally so similar, where I'm like, man, I wish it would have been a little different, because now anytime I watch it, it just makes me think of the Thanator chase. You know what I mean?
Do you think they did that because originally it was one movie and then they had to separate it and kind of, because they separated it, make like filler scenes, or?
Oh,
Like
I guess you're right. Like they maybe had to come up with other action scenes, and I'm sure their mentality was, oh, it's been so long, so people would they'll appreciate some of these callbacks, some a little more subtle than others. But I think now, once you have the movies, especially maybe new fans that now sit down and watch the movies back to back, I think it'll stand out more than if, oh yeah, I remember kind of seeing that movie 14 years ago that had something similar. I'm glad they're calling back to it. But now when you have them side by side and you can watch them whenever, maybe, I mean, it could be a me problem. Apparently it doesn't seem like it affected you.
No, not really. But I don't know. It could be symbolism as well, you know?
Yeah.
I'll watch them back to back at some point.
Oh, okay. So hey, it could just be me, and I'm like, more, susceptible to that. But I hope further movies don't keep doing it, because I want to just experience new Avatar scenes. You know what I mean? Like not ones that keep calling back to previous.
I think
ones.
we'll get that in 3.
Yeah,
for sure.
It definitely seems like that. I hope more concept art comes out this year. I mean, I hope so too. Probably not. I know for sure we're not going to see footage till next spring, so that kind of sucks. Snake Eyes also song. It talks about 2 of the characters in Portal 1 and Portal 2. Chell, the one who's trying to stop all this madness and get out, and has God's luck part of the song. Okay. Let's see here. Dead by Daylight should put an Ash Clan mod in the future. Yeah, they already look like some of those Dead by Daylight enemies are like the other ones behind Varong in that concept art. But yeah, maybe the Wind Traders biome wasn't like a desert. I mean, who knows? Maybe that isn't their biome, but you mean like at one point in time it wasn't, but now it is?
Maybe. I have thoughts about that too, but I'm going to save it for another episode.
Are you going to link it to Dune again, where the Arrakis was? Because isn't that the backstory to Arrakis? It wasn't always a desert. It was.
Oh, was it? Is it really?
It was like it had plants and jungles and everything, and then. What's your theory?
Well, no, I was going to say I have a giant Dune poster in my room. I should know this.
Oh man.
No,
Don't.
I'm going to talk about my theory in another
Okay,
episode.
another one. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's try to get through these so we can get out of here. It's been like, wow, we've been going for over 2 hours. But thank you guys for tuning in across all platforms. We still have like 83 people watching, so that's
Oh,
kind of
really?
nuts.
That's great.
Thank you guys. That's crazy. That's why they are on the Medusas, to visit every biome. Yeah, for sure. And Robin would say that's because your biome sucks. That's why you want to fly to every other biome. Oh man, get out of here. Britannia, I love this stream. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been really fun. So, you know, we'll try. We'll hopefully make this a weekly thing so we can just have
Just
fun
tune in
like
every
this.
week.
Yeah, tune
Hang
every
out.
week if you think we're fun. Yeah. Snake Eye says the second one for him he prefers. Okay, fair enough. I mean, oceans are like ocean is. I prefer ocean to a forest, so you're not wrong. What? Don't even start. Danny Romero. Oh, thank you for tuning in. First one. It was the beginning of a new world, but the second was awesome too. I mean, you know, that's a great point as well. It literally was the one that got most of us. Unless you're very recent to getting into it. For most of us, it was that first one that got us like into it to begin with. So we're probably always gonna have more like of that nostalgia, kind of like people
Well,
with
that
like
was just special, you know?
yeah. So I guess you're right. It is gonna be interesting to finally see them, when we're like 50 years old, to have all 5 movies and have the whole like that saga. I know he says he already has
all 5 movies.
like outline, 5 movies, and I know he says he has thoughts on a 6 and 7, but it's like, oh my god, I can't. I'll be 80. Just end it at 5.
And I don't know if he will be around as well.
Oh no, definitely it'll have to be like a pass of the baton type thing. You know, he'd have to choose his avatar successor. Like, who's gonna narrate the next part of this journey for us?
Oh my
god. Joseph Bank, I always say you don't want to know where the Methgaina went. Remember that ship crew was sitting ducks. They was slaughtering them. I don't think Jim wanted to show that. I guess you're right. That could be true. That could be true. So maybe they did suffer heavy.
It just wasn't a priority.
You know what? I think he's right, because I do remember listening or reading an interview where he said he did take out a lot of violence from that final battle.
That as well.
So maybe this is part of it, where he said he took out a lot of gun violence. So maybe this is what they're talking about. So that could be. All right. Drew Manning. Oh, thank you for tuning in, man. Glad to catch the tail end of this, and I'll go back to check out the rest of the theme. I can't pick one movie over the other, but I love Cameron's restraint with The Way of Water. Yeah. And honestly, we're probably gonna like when you have these 3, it's gonna be a good breather in between, especially with how crazy 3 is seeming to be. If each one just kept being crazy and these epic final battles, you would kind of get desensitized to it. You know what I mean? So like you said, everything's meticulously planned and thought out. So you're right. Jerry's wrong. Joseph Banks agreed. Even the music was the exact same. Yeah, there was like, I mean, that one I didn't mind so much because we did lose James Horner himself that composed, the scores for Avatar and Titanic for him.
I quite liked that it was similar because it's, a tribute to him.
And especially when the parts I noticed were it was back in the forest, like the Ometegaya setting. So I thought that would make sense that in those settings, you basically called back to those,
It's like a theme song.
Yeah, kind of like, yeah. Let's see. Drew Manning, I appreciate that the battle in the second is smaller than the first and more personal. Yeah, for sure.
Fair
I
point.
did. I did um, like the way it ends with the battle on the Sea Dragon, and then it gets very emotional and personal. With the death of Netayam and all that. So
Hmm.
Neytiri goes just crazy. Snake Eyes, I'm also going to be really honest. I love both. Hey, that's perfectly okay. We love both as well. I kind of wish there was more going on in 2, says Britannia Brown. I mean, other people would say that it needed to be shorter because, I mean, you still had people complaining about the length. Um, I wanted my Pandoran otter scene, god damn it, and it got cut from
Yeah.
the
Oh,
movie. Those cute little
you
the
understand me. Oh my god.
And then I saw that the park is gonna have them, and I was like, there they are, my
I
Pandoran
know. Did you see the
otters
pictures?
right here.
I
There they are.
know.
There they. The guy's
I was
pointing at
gonna
them. He's like,
I was gonna point at it, expecting people to see.
that's me right there, and my son. I'm like, look,
Oh,
what we never got. Oh
oh,
man, this park fulfilling Jerry's dreams, Pandoran otters, and visiting inside or seeing the islands of the Metcaina.
it's gonna be great,
It's just for me.
just for you. Personal park.
Oh my god. I think Drew Manning, I think Fire and Ash will be different. First 2 have hangout training scenes, and I don't think that will be in Fire and Ash. If anything, it'd be like hardcore training scenes, more like freaking Rocky preparing for a battle or something, for a boxing match. God, we need those Rocky montages back. Joseph Banks. What I don't like is how easy Quaritch and his team tamed the Ekrons. Avatar 1 made it prestigious to tame an Ekron. I would rather the RDA just give them RDA clone made Banshees instead. I mean, I think what it was is maybe it was kind of, I mean, for Quaritch, he kind of made it seem it was kind of easy a little bit. But we don't know about the rest. It just, we can't, they didn't show more of it. So I guess in our head canon, maybe they did tame them pretty easy, but I don't think that they still have them. Huh?
Don't Ekrons really respect aggression? And they're pretty aggressive people.
Yeah. Because I think, I mean, that's even how Jake did it. Like, the one that kind of chose him, he had to kind of, like, pretty much, show aggression back, and then tussle a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dino Shark says, had a lot of fun, guys. Thank you. And thank you for, the amazing connection with because it was Dino Shark, right? With the Gog Magog thing. That one was like really spot on. So, and then obviously Snake Eyes with his amazing
the lawnmower.
Yeah, my lawnmower. Quick question. Do you guys think there may be going to be an R-rated version of Avatar 3? Let's just popped in my head for some reason. I don't think so, especially if he already took out, some more action and violence from the second movie. I don't think he's ever this franchise will never go R, and that's okay. We don't really need it. They can still get their point across
still, without having. Even thinking about cut of Kuru.
Yeah,
that's insane.
So there, some of their stuff they're really gonna have to work around. I'm sure they're not gonna show it, but they'll say it, like we saw in that script where Barong says, "I will eat your heart out." Yeah, for anybody that didn't tune in when we were like covering all the script pages, go back and replay.
Blowing my mind.
Go back and replay that part because, yeah, Varong tells Quaritch, like, I will enjoy eating your heart. And with the temple thing, my theory is there will be based more on like, Mayan and Aztec like tribes. So I'm hoping.
I'm gonna look into that as well.
Juan Gal, dang, I'm about to miss the stream. Oh,
But don't
sorry.
worry about it. You can always watch it back or tune in next week.
Yep, next week as well. I mean, we've got it for like almost 2.5 hours. So it's been long.
God.
And yeah. I don't even really feel it that much. These are the last few, but we need Navi that can do martial arts. No, because then people are going to keep saying, this is just Avatar The Last Airbender. We already got fire, water. Oh my gosh.
Air.
I know, people are like, where's air?
Nomads.
I'm like, we're going to get air in this same movie. It's called The Wind Traders that you said are nomads
too.
God.
He's never going to beat the allegation.
I think he just binged Avatar The Last Airbender and he's like, I got it, guys. I got it. I think I solved it. It's funny because you know that they had to change their name to Avatar The Last Airbender?
I know, yeah.
Because of this one. So that's funny.
Yeah.
Juan Gao, maybe PG-14. I don't know. Does that even exist in movies? I think it just jumps from 13 to R, I think.
Does it? 14 is so random.
Yeah. Yeah, Juan Gao, wow. And then last one, those would be some funny memes. But there we go, guys. That was and I'll just bring up the summary of what we did cover for anybody that missed it, in case you do want to go back to see when we did cover all this stuff. This was a summary of the potential spoilers that we covered through script pages, like zooming in on monitors, concept art. So it's pretty crazy. So quick, kids could get kidnapped by the Ash Clan. Quaritch and Wainfleet will fight them. Maybe Varan connects to Quaritch's crew. Maybe tries to control them. Kiri performs a miracle on Spider, or maybe, while trying to heal him, which gives him the ability to now breathe Pandoran air. He looks like he's going to grow a crew. You guys think he's going to become a gross hybrid. Quaritch and Wainfleet will fly over Beta Bridge at Bridgehead, which now seems like some other huge weapon that could come into play later in the series. Jake and Neytiri discuss what to do about Spider. She still hates him. Kiri discusses with Moet what she did to Spider. Moet says don't tell anybody. Norm or Jake captured by the RDA in an orange jumpsuit. And Quaritch and Neytiri in Ash People outfits ? That's what we covered in this video. But I had a ton of fun. Thank you so much for joining me, Robin. I'm sure that where you're at, it's really late, so I apologize.
No, it's completely fine. I sleep so late. Right now it's 10:30 p.m. But I usually fall asleep around 1 or 2, so I'm good. I'm a night owl. This is my most active time right now, so.
That's awesome. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I sure did. Like Robin said, we'll be back next week. And hope you guys just continue to hang out with us. I know it's a different time slot than what I was normally doing, a little later here for us in the US. But Robin lives very far away in her own region of Pandora. So this is
I'm actually on Pandora right now.
Yeah.
You don't know that, but just don't tell anyone.
She's 7 years difference, 6 years, however long it takes to travel to Pandora. But yeah, so that's why this is our new time slot. But it works. It was fun. And yeah, hope you guys do keep tuning in to us in the future. Thank you, Robin, for
thank you for having me.
But my throat is hurting now. Too much talking and reading those tiny script pages.
I know.
All right, everybody. That's going to be it from us this week. And then we'll have another stream for you guys next week. So tune in for that. We'll let you guys know on the socials. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, just follow the Instagram, the TikTok, everything.
Yeah, so bye, everybody. And thank you so much for talking to us and showing up.
Thank
Goodbye.
you. Bye.